Oh, good morning. Guess who it is? It's your old friend, Geri Atrik. Um, every day when I pick up the newspaper, it seems that one of the car companies is recalling, I don't like, the other day it was 1,400,000 cars by the Fiat Chrysler company. But every day it seems like another one. It it just amazes me that these companies can stay in business and recall all those cars for something they should have done in the first place. It seems it only happens in the car business. You don't read about um, Frigidaire recalling 1 million refrigerators because of something. Um, but anyway, I'd like to tell you my experience with cars before Ralph Nader got involved and making the car companies do something about a problem. Um, when I first got married, one of the wedding gifts was a new Pontiac right after the war. I think it was I don't know, it was 1949, so that was the year of the car. And it was a black color, and it was a coupe. And I, I don't know, it wasn't long after having it that I looked at the tires and they were worn out. It was like 10,000 miles. And when when I went back to the dealer, he said, "Well, they're out of line." And well, I had that fixed, and then a month later, I noticed that the newer tires were wearing the same way. I went back to the dealer, and he said, "Well, um, they're out of line again." I said, "Well, how do they go out of line?" Well, he said, "Well, if you hit the curb or something like that." I said, "Well, maybe I hit it, but not violently." He said, "Well, that's the way they are. That's the way," and that was the end of it. I mean, that you got new tires every 10,000 miles. That's it. That was my first General Motors car. The second one, sometime in the 1960s, I bought a Buick convertible, white with red leather seats. Oh, the thing was beautiful. And the funny thing, when you went 55 miles an hour, the car would shimmy. I mean, it would violently shake. And if you went 58 miles an hour, it would calm down or lessen the speed. It was only at 55 miles an hour, which is a very popular speed because a lot of the highways were posted for that number. So I went to the dealer about that, and he said, "Well, I took him out for a ride and showed him, how it would shimmy." And he said, "Well, let's see if we can fix it." Well, they said they fixed it, but as soon as I went 55 miles an hour again, it would shimmy. And so I finally, I went back to the dealer again. He said, "Well, that's sort of the way it is. They shimmy at 55." So that was the end of it. I mean, I tried not to go 55 miles an hour, but anyway, and that's when we started buying Japanese cars. So that's my story about my automotive experience.